Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. So first of all, just confirming the chat section ki if everything is good, my voice is clear and as well as the video quality is absolutely fine. And let me myself check it as well. Okay, everything is good to go. Yes, I can see. Okay, so formally, I welcome you to this revision series of Commerce and Accountancy for the NPS Grade A and B 2025. And as you know, we are doing this revision series for your examination, and a few of the subjects have already been covered. Now it's time to revise the Commerce and Accounts, and today is going to be the part 1 of that series, right, for the Commerce and Accountancy. Okay, and before moving ahead, I want to tell you कि if you are new to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to it, because the upcoming videos you are going to get in this YouTube channel only, and the concerned PDF you are going to get in the Telegram channel, right? Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started with our first question of the day. That says, अच्छा एक चीज़ और बता दूँ आपको पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ने से पहले कि इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट टू प्रैक्टिस द क्वेश्चंस. हाँ, कंटेंट को पढ़ना एक अलग बात है और एग्जाम में marks score करना is a different thing. So the more you practice, the more confident you are going to more confident you will be in the examination, and you will be able to score the good marks. So it is important to practice. So this is what we are doing right now, the practice. So as soon as I finish reading the questions, you would be required, you are expected to give the answers on your own. Then when I'm going to provide you the answer, you just cross check it whether you were correct or not. So try to provide me the answer on your own first of all, right? Okay, so this is the first question we have in the screen. Which of the following events would be recorded in the books of accounts? First option says value of human resources of a company. So the question says which is the event which is going to get recorded in the books of accounts. So you have to identify the economic event, because in the accounts, what do we do? Only the economic event is going to get recorded in the accounts book. Non-economic event, we can omit that, isn't it? So first option says value of human resources of a company. Second event is change in managerial policies. No, it's not the answer, because it's not the economic event. And how do you identify the economic event? The event that you can measure in the monetary terms, that is your economic event, that will be recorded in the accounts book. C option says appointment of personnel. No. If you are paying salary, that will be correct, but appointment is not itself, appointment in itself is not the economic event, right? D option says purchase of stationery on credit. Absolutely correct. This is going to be the answer, because you are purchasing the stationery, that too on credit. So the general entry will be there, purchase account debit, right? And what you are going to credit, obviously from the seller you are purchasing it, so seller is going to be your creditor, right? So purchase account debit and seller account credit. Okay, so explanation we have already done, so the answer would be yes, option number D only. Cool, let's move ahead. Question number 2. The first step in the process of accounting is what? Identification, recording, measurement, communication, none of the above. See, process of accounting starts with the identification of economic event. Let me first explain you the process of accounting, then we will move to the answer part. So process of accounting starts with the identification of economic event, right? And after identifying the event, what you are going to do? You are going to measure it in the monetary terms. Why? Because before recording it, you must have the numbers with yourself at which you are going to record it in your accounts book, isn't it? So first identification, and then you are going to have the measurement, then you are going to record it, and then this accounting information will be communicated to the higher authorities. So first step is going to be identification, and then you have the measurement, then you are going to record it, and then communication. So yes, the first step is going to be the identification. See, identification, measurement, recording, and the communication. So first step in the process of accounting is identification. Yes, and the banner you can see below this video, that is the free course we are providing you. If you want to practice more question, you are if you want to basically understand the concept videos, you can check out that free course that is given in the banner, and the link of the course will be given to you in the description box, right? Okay, after the video you can check it out that as well. Let's move to the third question of the day, and everyone has to answer this. and we have reliability, relevance, understandability, and the comparability are popularly referred to as what? Now, what is these characteristics? These are the characteristics of the accounting information, as you can clearly see: reliability, relevance, understandability, comparability. What are these type of characteristics called? Are they quantitative characteristics, or are they qualitative characteristics, or are they basic accounting assumptions, or are they key accounting principles, or none of the above? Let's move to the explanation part, then I will tell you the answer. Okay? Till then, you try to use your own mind and try to give me the answer as well. Okay, I can see I am getting the right answers as well. Try more. Okay, so qualitative characteristics are the attributes of accounting information which tends to enhance its understandability and usefulness. So this is the definition of qualitative characteristics. What they actually doing? They are enhancing its understandability so that the users of the financial statements or the financial information can comprehend that. It is increasing the understandability plus its usefulness as well, right? Okay, and to increase the understandability and usefulness, what characteristic financial information must have? The characteristics would be reliability, मतलब भरोसा होना चाहिए. It should be reliable, trustworthy, right? It should be relevant. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि you are preparing right now the financial information, or you are preparing the financial statement of 25-26, and the user of the financial statement are going to analyze the financial statement of the period 2011-2012. No, it would not be that much relevant. He has to get the latest financial statement, he has to analyze that, so it should be relevant. So it is also one of the qualitative characteristic of the financial information apart from the reliability. Understandability, very easy to understand, right? And comparability, yeah, so it should be comparable. That means whatever policies you have used in the previous years, that policy should be used in current year as well. Then only it will be comparable, isn't it? Right? So these are the qualitative characteristics. So the answer would be yes, option number B only, qualitative characteristic of the accounting information. Clear now? आवाज सब बढ़िया है ना? Everything is good to go. The voice and the video as well. Yes, I can see that. Okay, cool. Question number 4. Who among the following would be classified as the external user of the accounting information? See, we have two types of information, two types of users of the accounting information. One is internal user and another one is external user. Internal users are those users which are inside the organizations. Like we have the managers, we have the CFOs, isn't it? So these are the supervisors. These are the internal users of the accounting information. And then we have got the external users. Like we have the public, we have the regulatory bodies. So these are the external user of the accounting information. Government as well, right? So business unit managers will be considered as the internal user because they are inside the organization. Financial officer, that is CFO, is also the internal user, correct? Now, I'm getting the answers, that's correct. And the answer would be Securities Exchange Board of India, that is SEBI. It is the regulator and it is an external user of the accounting information. They are going to check your accounting information or financial statement so that they can come to the conclusion that you have done the proper compliances of your accounting books or not. Whatever they have mentioned in the provisions, you have to comply with that. So they are going to check it, right? So SEBI or the government or the MCA are the external user of the accounting information. So absolutely correct. C would be the answer, but let's read out the other options as well. Option number D says vice president. Vice president, again, it's the internal user. Line supervisor is also the internal user. Correct. Very nice. Let's move to the next question. Question number 5. As an information system, accounting is what? Accounting is viewed as the... See, please understand this question. We are talking about right now accounting as an information system. Okay? So you have to give me the answer as an information system. What is accounting? So as an information system, accounting is viewed as the chronological record of the financial transaction of an organization at actual amounts involved. Second option, accounting is viewed as the process that links an information source, that is the accountant. See, we have got the accounting information source. The accountant is entering the all the economic events in the form of accounting entries, right? And through this process, through this input, and then it is getting converted into financial reports, that is financial statement. It's a process, and then it is getting received by the external users, isn't it? We are the users. See, if you have to invest in the Reliance shares, what you are going to do? You are going to analyze the financial statement of Reliance company. So accountant is feeding the transaction and we are analyzing it. Then only we can invest in that, right? So as an information system, accounting is what? Accounting is viewed as the process that links an information source, that is a transaction itself or the accountant, to a set of receivers, that is external users, by the means of a channel of communication. C point is viewed as the means of determining the true income of an entity, namely the change of wealth over time. And D option is viewed as a service which is in demand in society, with accountants being willing to and capable of providing it. Let me check who all of you are correct, and I can see yes, I have got the answer, and answer is yes, option number B only. Very nice, and I have explained you this as well. But let me tell you all the explanation part one by one. When we talk about accounting as a language, then what would be the definition of accounting? If we talk about accounting as a language, it's a language, right? It is communicating the accounting information to the external user. What events are actually happening in the organization, or what events have actually occurred during the particular year in the organization, that we are communicating as an accountant to the external users, isn't it? So it is perceived as the language of the business which is used to communicate information on the enterprise. This is the definition of accounting as a language, right? It is perceived as the language which is used to communicate the information on the enterprise to the external users. But if we talk about accounting as a historical record, then what is going to be the definition of the accounting? As a historical record, it is viewed as the chronological record, because you are going to enter the transaction in the chronological manner. Whatever event, whatever economic event is going to happen first, you are going to record it, that event. Then after that, whatever event is happening, then you are going to record that. So it is a chronological record of financial transaction of the organization, obviously at the actual amount. So as a historical record, the definition of accounting would be this. Okay, this is clearly mentioned in the NCERT, and it is important, the basic part. As current economic reality, what accounting is. So as a current economic reality, accounting is viewed as the means of determining the true income of an entity, namely the change of wealth over time. So when you are preparing the financial statements of any company, suppose in 2014-15 you have prepared that, then again 15-16 you are preparing that, again 16-17 you are preparing that. So you can check what is the true income of the entity over time and how it is changing over time. So as an economic reality, you can evaluate what is the true income of the organization over time. So it is a definition of the accounting as the economic reality. As an information system, what you are actually doing? As an information system, what is information system? The computers, the ITs, you input something, then computer process it, then it gives you output so that the users can analyze it. So similarly in the accounting as well, accountant is inputting the transactions happening in the organization. The Tally software or any software, any SAP is processing that information, and it is converting that information into the financial reports, that is profit loss account and the balance sheet, right? And then it is getting communicated to the external users and they are interpreting it. So as an information system, what is going to be the definition? It is viewed as the process that is linking the information source, the economic events, the accountant itself, to the set of receiver, that is the external user, through the process, right? Got the clarity? Cool. As in commodity, we have discussed that as in commodity, accountant as a service, accountant is giving the service now. So as a commodity, we can see that as well. Okay. Let's move to the sixth question of the day, that says, capital is one of the important accounting terminology. Which of the following is incorrect about capital? You have to tell me the incorrect statement, not the correct one. Okay, so whichever is correct, that is not going to be the answer, right? Okay, capital. First option says, amount invested by the owner in the firm is known as capital. Yeah, it's correct. So it is not going to be the answer, right? Amount invested by the owner in the firm is known as capital. It looks correct. Second option, it may be brought in the form of cash or assets by the owner. Yes, owner can bring in capital in the form of cash or in the form of furniture, vehicle, any machinery, any asset, right? C option says, for the business entity, capital is an obligation. Yes, it is an obligation and a claim on the asset of the business. It is also correct. Why? Because see, the basic accounting principle, I think you have, I think you remember the accounting principles. One of the principle is separate legal entity. What that says, it says the owners, that is the shareholders, and the business are two different entities. So if shareholders are investing money in the company, right, company is going to take it as the loan. They have to return it, not exactly loan, but as the liability. I would say, I would rather say as a liability. Shareholders fund is included in the liability side, not in the asset side, correct? So for the business entity, capital is an obligation and a claim on the asset of the business. Absolutely correct. D option, but we have to find out the incorrect statement, na? So these will not be the answers. Fourth option, it is shown on the asset side of the balance sheet. No, it is not. It is shown on the liability side. Capital is shown on the liability side. So correct answer would be option number D only, right? So this is the answer. Okay, let's move to the seventh question of the day. That says, which of the following statement is incorrect in respect of accounting principles? Now you have to identify the incorrect accounting principle. Okay? First option says, only those transactions and happenings in an organization which can be expressed in the terms of money are to be recorded in the books of account. It looks correct, because when you can't express any economic event in terms of money, you can't record that, isn't it? So it looks correct. Okay. B option, accounting period refers to the span of time at the end of which the financial statements of an enterprise are prepared. It is also correct. Like 25-26, this is the financial year, and this is the accounting period at the end of which, that is at the 31st March 2026, you are going to prepare your financial statements, right? So this is the accounting period. This is also correct. C option, the accounting records are made in the books of accounts from the point of view of the owner and not that of the business unit. It is absolutely incorrect. Accounting you are going to do from the point of view of the business, Baba, not the point of view of the owner. Because when owner is investing money in the business, business is taking it as a liability. Are you getting the point? Business is treating it as a liability. That means you are doing the accounting from the point of view of the business, not from the point of view of the owner, right? So it is the incorrect statement. Accounting records are made in the books of account from the point of view of the business unit, not from the point of view of the owner. So it is incorrect, and we have to identify the incorrect statements. Option number C is going to be the correct answer. Okay, nobody has given me this answer. Okay, it was not the difficult question. Okay, read it again, you will have the understanding. C option is correct here because it is incorrect statement, right? Okay, option number C. Question number 8. Which accounting assumption allows us to charge from revenue of a period only that part of the asset which has been consumed or used to earn that revenue in the period and carry forward the remaining amount to the next year over the estimated life of the asset? Please understand this very carefully. Very good question. It says you have to identify the accounting assumption which allows you to charge the revenue of the period only that part of the asset which has been consumed or used to earn that revenue in that period. Means you are earning certain revenue, right? But the thing is, you have to, whatever revenue you are showing, please understand this very carefully. Whatever revenue you are earning, with respect to that revenue, whatever expenses you are occurring, only that will be the part of the expenses. Rest of the expenses for which you are not earning the revenue, that is going to be carried forward to the next year, right? This is what it says. Okay, let me tell you all of these accounting principle or concepts one by one. Then you will understand the answer. Then you will be able to guess the answer, right? चलो एक एक करके पढ़ते हैं. First, the concept of going concern assumes that a business firm would continue to carry out its operation indefinitely, right? It is going to carry out the operation indefinitely. It is not going to shut down soon. This is what the basic assumption of going concern concept. So that means we are doing the accounting by assuming that for the foreseeable future it is not going to get liquidated, right? So that means if we have the asset Please understand this. If we have the asset, we are using it to generate the revenue. ठीक है? Whatever part of the asset we are using, that will be included in this year's expenses, and whatever is left will be carried forward to the next year. How we can judge कि we are carrying it forward to the next year? Because we are assuming that this business will continue for the foreseeable future. If we assume that it is going to close down during this year only, then we have to include the cost of complete asset in this particular year only. But that is not what we are doing. We are taking some part of it and other expenses we are carrying forward to the next year, right? So going concern concept is this. This is important assumption of accounting as it provides the very basis for showing the value of asset in the balance sheet. Okay. The assumption regarding continuity of business allows us to charge from the revenue of a period only that part of the asset which has been used. This is what I have told you. The asset, suppose you have purchased the asset for 1 lakh in this particular year, right? And if you know that your company is going to get liquidated, it is going to shut down in this particular year only, all the cost you are going to show in your profit loss account in this year only. That is all the expense of 1 lakh rupees you are going to show in this particular year only. But you know that going concern assumes that you are going to continue for a foreseeable future. You are not going to show 1 lakh as your expense right now. What you are going to do, whatever part of assets you have used in this current year, only that part you are going to show as your expense in the current year only. Suppose you are only using 20,000 rupees of this asset in this current year, so you are going to show expense of 20,000 only. So in the 5 year, the cost will be distributed over the 5 years. Okay, got it? So the answer would be what? Answer would be yes, this only, going concern concept only. Okay, we have talked about this. Okay, I have got the answer as well. Okay, cool. Achha, let's talk about the full disclosure concept as well in brief. See, full disclosure concept is whatever economic event is happening in the company, you have to disclose it in your accounts book. This is what full disclosure concept says, right? Consistency concept says कि whatever policies you have used previously, that you are going to use in the coming years as well. That is what your consistency concept says. What is money measurement concept? Money measurement concept says कि the events that you can measure in monetary terms, that only you are going to record in your accounts book. So this is what these accounting assumptions or principles are. Okay, next question. On 1st February 2022, an old plant was purchased for rupees 50 lakh by Rama Enterprise, which is into the business of manufacturing soaps. An amount of 20,000 was spent on transporting the plant to the factory site. In addition, rupees 20,000 was spent on the repairs for bringing the plant into the running position. See, what happens now in the capital expenditure? What happens ki whenever you purchase any asset, right? The purchase price is 50 lakh, that is okay. But till the time that asset you bring it to the present location and condition, whatever expenses you are doing, are you getting the point? Whatever expenses you are going to do till the point you bring that machinery to the desired location and condition as intended by the management, so that you can use it. So till that time, whatever expenses you are doing in that machinery, that will be included in your capital expenditure. So not only purchase amount, the cost of installation is also going to get included in the cost of plant, right? The cost of transportation of the machinery to the present location is also going to get included in the cost of plant, right? So this is what written here. Purchase price is 50 lakh rupees and 20,000 was spent on the transportation of the plant to the factory site, so it will be included in the cost of plant itself. It is the capital expenditure, right? In addition to that, 30,000 was spent on the repairs for bringing the plant into the running position. Again, it's a capital expenditure. 25,000 on its installation. So every expense that is written here, it is going to get included in the cost of plant itself. Why? Because they are important expenditures to bring the machinery to the present location and condition so that it can be used by the management, right? So 50 lakhs plus 20,000 plus 30,000 plus 25,000, and you can do the calculation. It will be around 50 lakh 75,000, because 50 lakh plus 20 plus 30, 50 lakh 50,000 plus 25,000, that will be 50 lakh 75,000. So option number B is going to be the answer. Let me check. Okay, cool. So answer is option number B. Next question. Suppose the firm purchases a machine worth rupees 10 lakh on credit. Now it is going to do what? एक firm ने, अच्छा, do tell me in the comment section as well, हाँ, कि you want me to explain question in English plus in Hindi as well. So I will use both of the languages. Right now I am just explaining the questions in English only. But if you want me to explain the question and answers and explanation in Hindi as well, I will do that for you, right? After the video is over, you can tell me in the comment section. From the next video, I will use Hindi as well, right? Combination of both of these languages, if you want me to do that, right? Okay. Suppose a firm purchases a machine worth rupees 10 lakh on credit. It is going to do what in the organization? Increase an asset on one hand and reduce a liability on the other. So you have got the balance sheet, right? One side you have the liability and another side you have the assets. Okay. Now it says when you purchase the machine worth rupees 10 lakh on credit basis, what is going to happen? First of all, on the asset side, your machinery is going to increased. Machinery amount is going to get increased by 10 lakh rupees. But simultaneously, your creditor is going to get entered here, because you are purchasing the machinery on credit basis. Na? So you are going to enter the creditor here at the same amount, that is 10 lakh rupees. So this is going to be the answer. Let's check out the option now. Increase an asset on the one hand and reduce a liability. No. If asset is increasing, liability is also going to increase. Then only your accounting equation will be balanced. What is accounting equation? Asset is equal to liability plus capital. I hope you know this. Asset is equal to liability plus capital, right? If assets are increasing, your liability is also going to increase by the same amount, right? So this is not going to be the answer. Option number A is incorrect. Option number B. Increase an asset on the one hand and reduce an asset on the other. No, it is not the case in this scenario, because you are purchasing the machinery on credit basis. If you had purchased the machinery on cash basis, then it would have been the answer. Increase of asset of machinery, but simultaneously your cash is reducing, then it would have been the answer, but not right now, because you are purchasing the machinery on credit. B is eliminated. Option number C. Increase an asset on the one hand and liability on the other. That is absolutely correct. That I have already explained you, right? So option number C is going to be the answer. Cool. Next question. Okay, this question is your homework. I'm not going to tell you what is going to be the answer. Okay? So pause the video and give me the answer in the comment section. That is your responsibility. This is your homework question, right? After the video is over, then you have to again go to the video, pause the video, then give me the answer in the comment section, and I will let you know if your answer is correct or not. Read the question on your own and read the options, then give me the answer. Okay? So that's all for today's class. We are going to meet in the next class. Tab tak ke liye tata, bye bye. Thank you everyone and all the best for the exam. We will meet tomorrow at the same time. And I want from all of you to pause the video after the video is over. Pause the video, give me the answer of the homework question in the comment section. Okay? Chalo, I will let you know if you